Hey guys, it's GoBlue117 and I'm back for the last extra video of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Excluding any possible walkthrough of Julius mode, but not for this game. I don't envision that at all. It's the plot, basically the same thing, except there's no chaotic realm, but anyway, we're going to show off all the souls this game because I feel remiss about not doing so when I went to all the trouble of getting them all. So it'll take a while, it'll probably be about a half an hour, but oh well. And that didn't work. And I'm not going to kill this guy, but actually I'll just kill him with my sword and just get him out of the way. Yeah, we've seen the wing guard one before. Okay, there we go. But I'll probably do this the same style as I did weapons, where I'll just go through them, kill a couple enemies, move on. Lightning Doll, you gotta have seen it before, but just in case it's the only video you're watching the project. There you go. Great soul, especially with the Chaos Ring, because the MP is expensive, but if MP's not a factor, well then. Get rid of this guy. Well, actually, no, I'll move on. Let's see what the Killer Mantle one does against this guy. Probably be worse. Yeah, that gave him like 8,000 HP. Ouch. Alright, well, moving on. But yeah, Killer Mantle, we've seen it before, switch MP and HP. Tiny Devil, I use this a lot as well, because of its low consumption of MP. Excuse me. But and here's bad. This is gonna get annoying if he summons these things. I can't do anything with this. Christ. Let's move on. Skeleton throws bones. Actually, I have 9 of them. This thing is so slow though, I'm just gonna move on. Though, because I don't want to fight like 5 of the red minotaurs at once. I'll just go through you with my sword. Kind of like to just get out of the chaotic realm and move on to a more docile location, if such a place exists in Castlevania. Yeah, there you go. That's cool. Skeleton. Crappy soul. Merman, not bad for where it is in the game. As far as strength versus MP consumption, the water pistol, it's okay. I won't hit on it. Whoops. Next is Axe Armor. Throws axes, not up like you see in other games with axe, soul, or like weapons, where it's throwing like Order of Ecclesia Glyph, the first one. At least, well, I'm not done with the game yet. I'm not that far. I just recently got it, but like the Asia Glyph, I haven't gotten full Asia, even though I assume there is, because I got like the full Confidere. So I assume there's one of the axe. But anyway, it throws it sideways. There's the Skull Archer. I don't like that one either. Killer Fish. Good underwater. Out of water. And it tells you this in the description. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, it does nothing underwater. So limited use. Crow. Theory's nice. Crow flies around, kills enemies. No, it's not nice at all. Because it like flies about a foot from you and then comes back. Zombie Soldier. I like this soul. I actually like this better than Merman. Not terrible MP consumption, good power. Any non-flying enemy it's solid against, basically. Ghost. Not a fan of Ghost. Yeah, I mean, like if it honed in on the enemy, maybe, but it just randomly goes off in some random direction. Or maybe you control it with the buttons, but even then, plus it's so weak. It's not worth it. Let me just grab my HP back. Alright. Let's move on. Now I'm poisoned. Oh, maybe it does hone in on the enemy. It wasn't doing that for the demon lord. I'm just going to use an anti-venom. Siren. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. That's all I have to say. Durga. Actually, good sized blades. Not that that really matters. But they're bigger than like the Evil Butcher and Ripper blades. I assume they're a little stronger than the Evil Butcher, weaker than the... Obviously weaker than the Ripper, but I assume they're stronger than the Evil Butcher. I don't know that for a fact, though. Just die, you fucking monster. There we go. Oh, I leveled up. Only time this playthrough I'll be at level 71. Ever. Rock armor throws rocks. Don't know if it can hit an enemy multiple times because of this stupid... Because of the stupid platform being in the way. Let's try over here, see if I can get it to work. No. Looks like it fall all the way to the ground though. It doesn't like break upon contact with the enemy, so maybe with tall enemies you could hit it multiple times. Student Witch, Cat. Actually not bad at all for an enemy like this where you can hit it a bunch of times. For an enemy that runs away, not so great, but Basilisk, very nice. Almost done here with the Chaotic Realms, so we'll be able to move on to other areas of the castle. Arachne, web that instance enemies. Let's try this. Somebody that is not in the Chaotic Realm, just because I'm had enough of this place. Spent way too long here. Try not to kick her skeleton. Well, it doesn't really ensnare enemies, it just like hits them with it. That's just your prototypical bullet soul right there. Be interesting if it made like, if it incapacitated the enemy a little bit. If it actually caught it in a web, if it didn't like kill it right away. Like it killed the altar right away. But, like for the kicker skeleton, if it incapacitated it for... And then that'd be a really cool soul. Otherwise, nah. Flayman hops around madly, but like it just hops forward. It'd be cool if you could just throw it in one location, just hop up and down, and for a more stationary enemy, it would just deal out massive damage. But nope. Evil Butcher, I think you've seen this before, but there you go. Early version of it, Reverse Fall. I don't know what that was. Probably just a smoke alarm telling me that it needs to change battery. Here's the waiter skeleton. This is an original soul. Throws a plate of hot curry. That actually sticks around for a while, so like it can deal some damage on an enemy. Like I'll try and show it off on the I almost called it Basilisk, but the cockatrice. Doesn't do damage quickly enough to be that great, but I mean, for a little fun. Summons and hurls eagles. This one's a little bit better than the blue crow, in my opinion. Because at least the eagles actually go decently far away and don't just like sit right by. So yeah, there's the Altair Soul. Mudman. That's a pathetic amount of mud. It looks like fire, honestly. Looks like he throws a flame at it. A little tiny candle flame. It does its reasonable damage, though. Next one got this beam. You could direct the beam a little bit better, but it does petrify enemies, and yeah, you deal massive damage. My god, that's the first time I've gone over 1,000 in this playthrough, because of the fact that the enemy's petrified, and like you, when you're petrified, it loses defense. So yeah, Cockatrice Soul. I mean, I don't know if it works on all enemies. I have a feeling that the game would make it so it wasn't. There's the Werewolf Soul, by the way. You've seen that before, a little bit. But I would assume that for, like, a final guard or something, it wouldn't petrify it, so you could, like, cheap it out. Because you could get close enough to the final guard to hit it. But maybe you wouldn't be able to get it through its shield anyway. I'm probably thinking a little too much into it. It's not a soul worth using, honestly. Unless there is some kind of weird, kind of like spamming. And why is that not hitting the skeleton in the head? Here's an Oon. You might expect it to throw an Oon. It does not actually throw an Oon. Throws a landmine. And it does that. And that is really terrible. Honestly, that is. He's not going to get my vote for worst soul in the game, but that's probably in the bottom 10, honestly. I mean, there are some bad souls, but that one is really bad. And you think, bear in mind, during this turf, when we see the needle soul, that's probably what you were thinking of. Here's the needle one. That's probably what you're thinking of, that it's going to, like, explode. And maybe have even a blast radius, which the needle one really doesn't, but especially if the fucking sculpture keeps hitting it, but, that's probably what you were thinking it was going to be, and nope, it's just this terrible soul. So if we move on to the chapel, I kind of want to see what happens if, whether it actually does have a blast radius if nothing touches it. Dang it, it keeps touching stuff. Okay, not really. I mean, you can, like, throw a lot of them around there, but really, why bother? Man-Eater. Not a tough enemy. Not a good soul. The end. Ukebox that fires in midair. Fortunately, you can set more than one. It's not like your fire automatically disappears. If, like, I set one, now I set another. I can have more than one out at once. So, for something like the Ghost, I mean, sure, but not really worth it. Let's move back up. Yeah, we still got a lot of bullet souls to go, but once we get through the bullet souls, then it's just the R souls, and I'm just going to show just do a quick recap of the yellow souls, because I can't really, like, show them off. Most of them are stat increasing. So, yeah, there's the fish head. Disc armor. Be cool if you look through the disc, like the disc armor does when it dies and the disc just rolls down. If this one just like rolled sideways. But it almost feels like I'm using that long hammer though with the long radius, but with the limited hitbox within that radius. So Nightmare, I assume you just throw the horse. A lot of these I haven't used in so long that I don't remember what they really do. I mean, it says summon nightmares. I assume it means the enemy. Yeah. Can I summon? Oh, I can do it in midair too. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually not bad at all. Not great, but not bad. Hurl slime balls. Let's see. Well, that's disappointing. I thought I was actually going to hurl a slime. That's tough to aim more than anything, because you always throw it down and then it just randomly deflects off stuff. Whatever. So let's move on to the Dryad. Probably the halfway through Souls. But like the Dryad, this will actually take away HP in that same kind of fashion. Unfortunately, on these enemies, it's going to kill them on the first try, so it's not going to look like it, but, well, there it did. Try like that. Actually, I'm just going to leave, because I'm almost at the dead end. Actually, I could have gone to the Forbidden Area. Oh well. Too late now, I can just use the... More Permanent Chapel. But anyway, next one is Ripper. Which is just leveled up Evil Butcher. Yeah, someone looks weird when he's like in the Black Panther and then you use Hippogriff. Anyway, let's move to the Clock Tower. We didn't really see this all. Those last couple videos, yeah. Knife also sticks in it as well, which is cool. But really expensive. That's the reason I would not suggest it. It's really not worth it for the amount of MP you have to give away. Punch, the Were Jaguar. It's got a cool radius, but like, I don't know, I just feels kind of lame. I'm punching enemies with my soul. I'd much rather be throwing blood-stained knives or shooting lightning. But anyway, we can get Bifron here. Really a cool soul. Actually, the soul is much better than the attack the Bifron actually does in the game. Oddly enough. But, a lot like the... I would say it's a better version of the Aguni soul, if you know that from Dawn of Sorrow. That's a boss. There, you shoot fire along the floor. This one's so high. Here's Mandragora. Cool soul. Actually, even bigger blast radius than I remember, and a bigger blast radius than Dawn of Sorrow. And you don't have to throw it up, too, which was, the time delay was a little annoying. Beam Skeleton, we've seen this before. Use that a little bit. Skull Million. Claws enemies. I like the punch better, honestly. And I don't like the punch, as I said before. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd take the punch. Giant skeleton throws giant skulls. Really a bad soul. Unless you really love the skeleton soul for some odd reason. Yeah, we'll probably end up finishing up the souls here on the top floor. Actually, I'll go. Obviously, I'm gonna go down first. There we go. Long list now. Gladiator throws wheels. I mean, actually, in a room like this, it's not that bad because if you follow the wheel, because I assume it stops working once you get off screen. Once it gets off screen, unless you walk back over to it, but quickly enough. But yeah, you let it roll on the way down. Series of magic attacks is just a meteor. When I saw that one for the first time, I was expecting some kind of awesomeness. I mean, being able to do like Dracula's meteors is okay, but I thought it was going to be a little more spectacular. The Demon Lord. This one we've seen before. I mean, hits multiple times, so that's the upside, but Flame Demon. Only reason to get it is because you have to if you want the good ending. So we're getting close now. Lightning Doll. I've already seen it. Okay, well, if I don't miss, the Valkyrie is actually not bad. Especially against, because it's a light-based elemental attack. So, if I stop missing, I'll use it on Stolas. Damn. It's like Stolas weak to light. Really good soul. However, missing it is not difficult with enemies that follow you, which is basically every enemy. Bomber armor. I mean, if you didn't expect this, then you're dumb. I'm sorry. The only enemy in the game that throws bombs doesn't have a bomb-throwing soul. The game has problems. Let's see. Actually, wow, 238. On the final guard. Damn. Yeah, strong. Obviously, it uses a lot of MP, so if you don't have Chaos Ring yet. It's really too slow also to use like as a boss rush idea. Red Minotaur. Seen it from boss rush. I think obviously it's the most expensive soul in the game as far as MP, 150 per use, but again with unlimited MP that's not a factor. Keep going. Legion. Terrible, terrible soul. Like, honestly, no, it's just too slow. Most of the boss souls aren't any good anyway. I mean, the death one's kind of cool. But other than that, and that's an R soul anyway, so. Yeah, we'll finish up over here and I'll hopefully finish. Unless I might head toward the forbidden area. Finish there, but we'll see. We're almost done with these anyway, and there aren't that many R souls to show off. Yeah, that's powerful attack. Valor, but again, you want to be taking into account how much this costs, because even if though it doesn't really matter to me right now, it would during gameplay unless you were already there, because you see 120, you can't use it that often. Mesmerize the enemy. This is actually an interesting one because enemies that don't have long range attacks, they won't actually, like, watch. Just walks away from me. Kind of cool. Trait walks away. After the doll. Potato pancake. I don't think I actually got one of those during regular gameplay. Alright, Nemesis. Basically, enemies don't attack you. You can still walk into them, like it doesn't make you invincible. That's the Kioma demon, which we'll see in a second. Temporary invincibility. I mean, maybe use this against Julius, actually. And just whack away at him. Because you could use it probably, you could 5-6 times. I don't actually remember how much MP I'll check it next time I switch souls. So I'll head down here. I've already been in the arena earlier. Like, anyway. Last one, Chrono Mage, you've seen it before. Doesn't work on all enemies. Has been seen before. That was stupid. I can't kill it anymore. Actually, I have 800 MP, so I could actually... Obviously, I don't think I'd be at 71 during Julia's battle, but still, let's say you're at 700 MP, you could use that like 8 times. So it'd be a lot of good hits. Or get him to not attack you by using the other one. Now we're moving on the Aria Souls. Here's Witch. Seen it before. See if I can get it. There, it bounces off. You can actually use the deflected projectiles to kill enemies. Shadow Knight. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Just wait for... Basically, fights alongside you. And... not that great. I mean... it only swings when you swing. So it's absolutely useless against any one-hit kill enemy, and honestly, I've never really used Aria Souls to attack. Flying Armor, seen it before, you need it. Yada yada yada. Black Panther, seen it. Boer, creates a revolving wall of flame. Can use to attack or defend. That's something to keep in mind, because you can use it to dissolve, like, the projectiles. You can like hit with your sword and have them go away. You can use the Boer Soul on that, but it can also attack enemies, unlike say the Witch Soul. But obviously it's not a complete barrier. So I guess I will end in the arena, even though I kind of said I was hoping not to. We're really almost done. Show off the Boer here a little bit, because we really haven't shimmered against an enemy. So yeah, there's the Boer. I'm just going to put a Kioma Demon on just so I don't accidentally stop time. Waste time doing that. Giant Ghost. Oh, Jesus. Protected barrier here. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Not that great though. I think it only works on projectiles anyway. Final guard, guards against all attacks. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Kind of expected it, but obviously 60 per time, that's a lot. Strength increase. I think you can only use it once. Like, you can't just go do what I'm doing and get like 1,000 times to use it like 25 times in a row. But I don't even know how long it grants it free. Again, I'm not really big into using Arsenals besides Black Panther, and then when I have to. Yeah. Great armor, increased strength. Catalepus, petrification again. Shut off in a second. I don't get poisoned. Actually, it doesn't matter if I get poisoned, but if I actually can get up here. Okay, now I can go ahead and use it on somebody. Okay, you're seriously going to guard him. So it doesn't actually petrify him. Obviously, this is basically the same thing, except it's fire, so just elemental difference. Right there, the bone pillar. Now it's all interesting. I mean, a little extra boost, but the range is weak. Big golem punches enemies. Just trying to see how many more I have. A few. Alright. And apparently he's one of the support from behind ones. So he's not punching anything. What the hell is this? Punch something. Alright. Check that out later. Shannonite's seen you. Creaking Skull. First boss in the game, absolute crap, so... Yeah, he's not supporting. You can see that you have to swing your sword to get him to support you. So basically, if you have enemies in front of you and behind you, or if you just want to whack enemies with that, you can turn and face away from the enemy. How would you want to do that? I don't know. I guess Big Golem's the same way. Two dumb souls from two bosses. Medusa had seen it. Persephone. Absorb enemies' HP with the magical vacuum. Actually, so yeah, kind of like Succubus. Except this one's obviously not a Blur Oon actually just heals you, so when you have the Chaos Ring, you just infinitely heal yourself. It takes a little while. Not that long. So that's a way to cheap out the game. Here are the transformation ones, and I'm actually too short. Here we go. There's the Devil. We also have Manticore and Curly. I think I would show the Curly off, because these are the three that you need. You need one of them to actually get into the Floating Garden. Or Floating Garden, Forbidden Area, I'm sorry. The Manticore one really doesn't look like a Manticore, honestly. Find the Curly, and I have to be here. At least the Curly one looks a little bit like a Curly. The Manticore one was on its hind legs. If it was a Skyfish. Another kind of stat increasing one. This one looks like it does it for a little longer. I don't know. Luck and Strength. And Imp. And I think the last ones are the Familiar Souls. Summon the enemy as familiar. Actually, surprisingly, not that many of them, but this one's not impressive at all. Oh, we still have Death. I'll show off Death and then Alistar. So yeah, Death. Same in Dawn of Sorrow. Sickles everywhere. That's always fun. And find the Alistor. I'll come back. Okay. Let's try this again. Try it in here. So this one actually seems like it actually will try and hit the enemies a little bit. Although enemies apparently can go right through it. It has to actually attack, which is dumb, but anyway. Don't really think I have to show these really off so much. Just kind of, I'm just gonna, actually I'll try and show this off. I've never had any luck with this. Jumping while taking damage. I've never understood whether that meant jumping as soon as you were taking damage or in the middle of jumping when if you took damage. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I don't know. I'm honestly not going to worry about it. Just gonna basically, fortunately the game kind of groups it, but as far as the stat increasing ones, here, let's show Iron Golem. Yeah, I can take damage and I won't flinch. Goodie for me. Actually does have a little bit of use. It's like normal attacks by pressing A and B. Whoops. I don't know, so I press up and B. Then I'm just going to use the Kioma Demon one. And now I'm going to use that. So I don't know, maybe you have to have B set as something besides attack. Who knows? Not going to worry about it. Anyway. Flesh Golem is the one that allows you to eat the rotten meat. And all these are just basically your stat increasing extra little ability ones. You have the strength, intuition, luck, all that. But anyway, that is going to do it. I'll see.